Welcome back. Now for the details in full. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi wished the French President Emmanuel Macron a speedy recovery from the coronavirus. On his official social media account, el-Sisi said Macron is leading his country's efforts in confronting the COVID-19 pandemic. He expressed Egypt's support to France in the efforts of curbing the virus. The president also called for the international community's solidarity to confront the crisis. Earlier, the French presidency announced on Thursday that French President Emmanuel Macron has tested positive for COVID-19. His office issued a statement announcing that the President of the Republic has been diagnosed positive for COVID-19. It added that the diagnosis was made following a PCR test performed at the onset of the first symptoms. The presidency said he would isolate for the next 7 days and will continue to work and carry out his activities remotely. French presidency spokeswoman said Macron will cancel all his forthcoming trips, including a scheduled visit to Lebanon. Meanwhile, the French Prime Minister Jean Castex announced he will start self-isolation after being in contact with Macron. French President is one of the several heads of state and governments around the world who has contracted COVID-19. Others included the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson and the American President Donald Trump. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli ordered the formation of mechanisms for the distribution of the COVID-19 vaccine. This came during a meeting of the Supreme Committee for Managing the Coronavirus Crisis. The Premier stressed the importance of abiding by the precautionary measures. He said that they will study a decision to fine violators of precautionary measures instantly. The government also decided to reduce the workforce attendance for government employees as well as postpone the sports club's General Assembly meetings for the next 6 months. All cultural events, indoor venues and weddings will continue to be prohibited. The government has allocated 1 billion Egyptian pounds for COVID-19 related spending. Minister of Health Dr. Hala Zaid headed to the United Arab Emirates to discuss delivery plans of new batches from China's anti-coronavirus vaccine. Zaid thanked the UAE for the first batch of the vaccine that Cairo received last week. Ministry spokesman Dr. Khaled Megahed said Zaid's visit to the brotherly nation includes discussing a plan to receive the other batches of the vaccine, as well as transferring the technology of manufacture to Egypt. Zaid is also set to exchange views with the Emirati side on the results of clinical trials that have been conducted using several coronavirus vaccines. Meanwhile, Egypt reported on Wednesday 544 new coronavirus cases, bringing the total number of cases to 123,719 people since the outbreak hit the country in mid-February. Health Ministry also reported 24 new deaths, bringing the total number of fatalities to 6,990. Ministry added that 269 patients have been discharged from hospitals, raising the number of people who've recovered to 105,719 people.